Panic and desperation to escape. Kabul before the Taliban take over. And among those left behind, thousands of Afghans who had worked alongside American forces, now vulnerable to torture and reprisal. Faisal, not his real name, was one of them, an advisor to the US Air Force. Now one of hundreds whose flights to America have been grounded when President Trump halted refugee programs.
We wish to feel free and safe, and there's no Taliban, no ISIS.
His hopes for safety in America vanished overnight, and he feels betrayed.
I was shocked by Mr. President Trump's decision, and I felt disappointed. And my family, my wife, my child, I don't know what to tell them and what to feel and what to do.
Okay. Sir, this is an executive order realigning the United States refugee admission program.
That executive order, one of an avalanche signed in the first few moments of the Trump presidency, now implemented. Tens of thousands of refugee arrivals indefinitely suspended, scheduled travel cancelled and new applications halted. Unlike the more recent migrant issues at the southern US border, the refugee program dates back decades and there's a thorough vetting process in place. But the Trump White House is no longer making any distinction between the two, just cracking down on both.
Well, that's me in Afghanistan.
Samad and his family emigrated from Afghanistan 10 years ago.
So that's my older son, my twin daughters.
He told me how it felt when they learned they'd been granted refuge in the United States.
It was goosebump, and we were extremely happy that we were coming to the US. I'm one of the luckiest people that I'm not among those group, but I do know of so many people that they actually worked on, and unfortunately the process has been delaying for them.
If you had an opportunity to speak to President Trump, what would you say to him?
Please reconsider your decision. This is a breaking of promises that a promise made to us who risked our life, our families, our everything to stand beside US forces in Afghanistan.
Faisal's plea is likely to fall on deaf ears. This new president is already wielding power by executive order, and tightening America's border is at the top of his agenda. David Blevins, Sky News in Washington.